Hello and welcome. In this particular part, we will shed a light on the evolution of IE during 1980 to 2000 era. Let's dive into it. In order to understand the subject, three major dimensions include an overview of this era, key challenges of the era, and the evolution of IE's role will be discussed. Let us discuss each dimension one by one. During this decade, the role of the industrial engineer expanded significantly beyond its traditional support functions to include organizational leadership responsibilities in both the design and integration of manufacturing and service systems. In the case of manufacturing, these functions oftentimes included the design and development of new hardware and software that enabled the automation of many production and support functions and the integration of these functions within operational environments. The automatic generation of process plans, bills of materials, tool release orders, work schedules, and operator instructions surged in this era. Many of these functions, which include tasks critical to the success of computer-aided design, CAD, computer-aided manufacturing, CAM, or computer-integrated manufacturing, CIM efforts, reflected the broadening, systems-related role of the industrial engineer in many manufacturing organizations. Last but not the least, sophisticated tools with which to analyze problems and design systems, which by now had become part of the industrial engineering toolkit, were also applied successfully in service activities such as airline reservation systems, telephone systems, financial systems, health systems, and many other non-manufacturing environments. Despite indications that seemed to point to a profession that was moving in the right direction, many of these same organizations that industrial engineers were serving found themselves losing ground during the 1980s to non-US competitors. This was particularly true in major industrial arenas such as the automobile industry, machine tooling, and many sectors of the electronics industry. One of the leading causes of the reassessment process that industrial engineering started experiencing in the mid-1980s was the dramatic results obtained by Japanese organizations such as Toyota, Sony, and others that questioned many of the underlying manufacturing systems and management practices associated with the areas of quality and timeliness. Their commitment to the application of quality management principles, which they were first exposed to as early as the 1950s by Deming and others, resulted in product quality levels and customer expectations that were significantly higher than those obtained by their US counterparts. Similar results were obtained through the commitment of significant resources to the training of their workforce for over 2 decades in principles of work simplification, which led to the development of manufacturing management philosophies, such as just-in-time production, and the eventual implementation of many of the principles we today associate with continuous improvement methodologies. The projection made in this era urged IE to embrace the management control side, as well in addition to the operations side. Management control was defined as the process by which managers assure that the required resources are obtained and used effectively and efficiently in the accomplishment of the organization's objectives. So what was the conclusion of the era? Regardless of the many job titles that industrial engineers may hold at this moment, their role, either within manufacturing, service, government, and educational organizations, or as the pilots of their own organizations, has moved significantly from the operational control origins of the profession to a role that is influencing not only the accomplishment of organizational objectives, but even more so, the decisions related to defining organizational objectives and policies. The industrial engineer as a systems designer, software developer, systems integrator, entrepreneur, consultant and/or manager is now a commonplace occurrence and reflects the growing maturity of this vibrant and dynamic profession. We hope you would have enjoyed the lesson. In our next lesson, we will shed a light on the role of IE in modern enterprises. If you are an industrial professional and interested in internationally accredited training, then feel free to check the links in the description below, as we offer 20+ pieces of training in Lean Six Sigma, ISO lead auditors, advanced data analysis, etc. domains. All of our trainings are accredited by the International Lean Six Sigma Institute England and Exemplar Global United States of America.